So guys, it's your boy King Kam here, and I get it, alright? Shut the fuck up, alright? I know it's been like what, 2 weeks now since I've uploaded, but who the fuck cares, alright? I'm back, and I'm back strong, alright? That's how Kami moves. So I'm back, and I'm back with something unique. Highway horror stories, the fuck? My heart just fucking dropped. I thought somebody walked in, and if they did, they would have got a right hook to the nose. Wallah. Every single one of you that watch my videos have been on the interstate, or the 401, or the 406, whatever it is. Whatever fucking lane it is. I don't know the fuck how lanes work in America, let alone Canada. I've barely been on the highway. But the message I'm just trying to put out there is, you're never safe on the highway. There has been various stories of paranormal behavior going on these streets, especially on the 406. There was a man who got entangled in an accident due to a unspecified creature, an unidentified creature. It was a ghost. But who am I to say that it was a ghost? Who am I to say that it was an alien? Who am I to say it was unidentified? Me being a human being, I do not know. Because that object, or whatever it is, was naked to the human. Hey, I'm getting completely off topic, alright? I just made that up. So your gullible ass probably believed my ass, but it's fucking fake. Alright, let's get on to the fucking video. Lenny.
It was about 4 in the morning one Saturday, and I was driving to work down the interstate. I was in the middle lane moving pretty quickly because I was already running a bit late to work that morning. So when I noticed a car in my left mirror catching me pretty quickly, I was almost alarmed. I had to already be going like 75 to 80, so he had to be going anywhere from 90 to 100. The car quickly caught up to me. It was a gray Honda Accord coupe. I took a look into the car, curious to see who was behind the wheel. Even though it was still dark out, I could see the driver looking back at me as he passed. Then I noticed someone in the back seat too. It was a young woman who appeared to be banging on the back window. Initially I didn't understand. I assumed it was a girl messing with me or whatever. It's usually not a person's first instinct to assume something sinister is going on. But when I saw the driver apparently push her down under the window and the car swerve at the same time, then I knew something was wrong. That woman was trying to get someone's attention and call for help. I started to speed up a little bit and got behind.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure the guy wouldn't make it blatantly obvious that she's in the back, though. Okay, surely, when someone's trying to kidnap someone, I'm not trying to sound wrong by saying this, but I'm pretty sure if someone's trying to kidnap someone, they'll put them in the trunk, right? Like that's something ethical. That's an ethical decision to make. Why would you put her in the back of a moving vehicle without tying her hands or whatever, right? Fucking windows aren't tinted. Like, there's so many wrong answers here. Not only is this individual kidnapping her, but he's made it fucking blatantly obvious to the whole world.
I was actually witnessing a kidnapping right in front of me. As I was behind them, matching their speed of about 95 miles per hour, I took out my phone and called 911. As I was on the...
Bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why are you whipping with the phone while you're riding at 95? Now you're in the wrong. But both of you are in the wrong. What the fuck's going on? Look. Look, Lenny, you white boy. There's something called a license plate. Simple as it's that simplistic. A license plate. Write it down. Take a picture of it. You have your phone out. You have your phone out to call 911. Might as well just take a picture of the fucking license plate. Cameras that go by, they're gonna catch your plate regardless. You're gonna get tracked down regardless. Like, some people are just so fucking stupid. It's actually baffling.
Slowed down to a gradual stop. He definitely noticed that I saw what was going on and thought that I was following him. As much as I wanted to save that woman's life, I didn't know if the driver was armed with a gun or not, so I pulled around him and floored it. I wanted to keep behind them though, so I pulled off the next exit, but didn't go entirely up the exit ramp. I waited for the car to pass by down the highway. Then I drove over the grass and back onto the highway and began to floor it to catch up to the car, all while still talking to 911, telling them where we were,
Bro,
what kind of car they were in, and how fast.
You're not in no Lambo, bro. You're not in no Lambo, bro. You're not turning around, flooring it, calling the police, turning around back, flooring it. You're not catching up. What the fuck's this guy whipping in? What type of bullshit even is that, bro? Bro, listen to the description he's trying to, bro, bro. Bro, listen to this guy's fraudulent fucking commentary.
And began to floor the exit ramp.
Look.
I waited for the car to pass by down the highway. Then I drove over the grass and back onto the highway and began to floor it to catch up to the car, all while still talking to 911, telling them where we were, what kind of car they were in, and how fast we were going. I was easily going 90 again to catch up to them.
You're not pushing a vehicle at like 100, like 95 km while on the phone. No, you're not doing that. You're not multitasking 3 things at once. You're not just skirting going 95 on the phone, talking professionally on the phone with police officers while looking out for the right vehicle. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get that bullshit out of my fucking face.
As I caught up to the car again, going at insane speed, he noticed me again even before I got too close. He started to brake in front of me again. I tried to go around him, but he cut me off. I had to stop. He got out from his car and started running towards my car with something in his hand. And in a panic, I threw the car in reverse until he stopped chasing me. Then I put it back in drive before he could get back in his car, and I drove quickly past him. The 911 operator told me there was a state trooper not far ahead from our location, and to just keep driving until I passed him.
Bro,
the man in the car behind me continued to follow me, both of us still going at an insane 90 miles per hour plus. I felt the weight of 1,000,000 pounds released off my shoulders when the flashing blue and red lights appeared in my rearview mirror behind the car chasing me. With me in front of him and the cop behind him, he didn't have much maneuverability, and he quickly pulled over onto the grass. I pulled over in front of him, but with at least 2 cars worth of space between us, because I still didn't know how this was about to go down. Luckily, the cop with his gun drawn got the guy out of the car with his hands up.
Some fan fiction, bro. This is some fictional ass story, bro. Fucking man said, he floored it to catch up, then he reversed back, then he floored it on the phone with the police, then he floored it. What the fuck you in? A Bugatti? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That bullshit on my face, bro.
To do to her if I or anybody else didn't witness her.
Tell this guy to shut the fuck up. Alright. By manga. This guy's telling the truth. He's telling the truth, bro. A name like that, don't lie, bro. Lenny's a lying name, bro. Lenny the liar. You see how it kind of correlates and it ties in? Mango thought this guy's telling the truth regardless. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I made a trip to visit Boston to support a family member who was running the Boston Marathon.
See, look. I'm pretty sure you all know. To a good story or to a good lie, you need a good introduction. It's like you need a good thesis statement, right? Like you have to start whatever you want to say off with a strong introduction, like a strong base, right? To kind of make it make sense, make it make sense. And you see how he started it off? I'm analyzing this at this point. You see how he started this off saying this?
I made a trip to visit Boston to support a family member who was running the Boston Marathon. I was driving from Chicago to Massachusetts.
See, from that little piece of information, I already know this is genuine and he's telling the truth. The information he's giving us is so evident that it's not a lie. It's true. Bro, listen to this one. Look how fucking bullshit this sounds.
I was in the middle lane moving pretty quickly because I was already running a bit late to work that morning. So
He said he was running late to work. Later on, he says that he was zipping back, zipping. Get the fuck out of here! Like, you're lying like a bitch. See, like the first one's a lie. The second one sounds truthful, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, because the majority of these, you know, could be real, could be wrong. You know, like we still have like fucking what this one, right? The fucking Magato. We'll just call him Mr. M. Um, Keels and Hong Chen. Oh, this one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good. I know this one's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be taking place in Japan with some ghostly type of shit. But yeah, we have a lot to unravel, so let's go.
Marathon, possibly the longest highway in the United States. I don't
Okay. Um, you kind of gave me a second thought by saying that. Why are you why are you driving across America? Literally driving across America. There's no way on earth there's people out there that genuinely drive, right, across states. How the fuck do you do that? No, like actually, how the fuck do you manage to do that? Man went from, I don't know what that says, from Colorado to Nebraska to Iowa to Illinois to Indiana to Ohio, right? To fucking New York. You're not doing that, bro. You're not doing. That's more than five, like four, 3, 4 days on the road. You're not doing that, bro.
much like flying, so I decided to start driving around 3 p.m. after work.
Nah, that's
My
bullshit.
GPS was telling me it would be a 15-hour drive, so knowing how I drove, it would probably be 14 hours. My ETA was telling me 6 a.m. I was expecting 5 a.m. if I didn't stop. I'm the type.
Nah, bro, that's bullshit. You're not driving there in one go. That's hence the reason why I said 3 or 4 days. You're gonna take breaks in between. You're going through like fucking 7 states. You're telling me you're going there by one go? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
like to just bang out the whole ride in one go.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Most of
That's
Route
fucking
20
bullshit.
is
That's-
open land,
That's
and there isn't a whole lot of traffic in a
you
lot of
played
it.
yourself.
I'd say
Man,
10
you
hours in,
played
around
yourself.
1 a.m. I was basically one of the
Nobody
only
does
cars
that.
on the
No
highway.
human on
I
fucking
had
earth
music blasting to keep me awake.
drives in one
I was
go.
comparatively
You know how bored
almost
out you're
done.
gonna be?
Not really, but I was
No, it's
optimistic.
bullshit. It's simply
I was starting to
bullshit.
get slightly tired though, even after the 2 cups of coffee I drank. I didn't want to pull off for more coffee though, so I tanked through it. It would make finally collapsing into a bed when I'd get there all the more rewarding. One moment I was the only car in sight, then next thing I knew, I was in the left lane and he was kind of on my ass, so I switched to the right lane. He sped up a bit, passed by me, then for some reason slowed to match my speed just as my front bumper aligned with his rear bumper. Then he just matched my speed for the longest time. I started to speed up to pass him. As soon as I got in front of him, he turned into my lane behind me, so close it almost looked like he was going to clip my car. I had no choice but to speed up even more to get him off my ass. I wasn't looking to be the victim of a road rage incident, not at this hour especially.
Bro, how is that road rage? Man is simply just try to pass, like overpass you, right? And then there's been many incidences where like when people try to pass you but then you don't let them, and they get ticked off because you're driving like at a certain speed that they could easily overcome, but you're not letting them go, so that ticks them off, right? So why are you taking this as a, oh, he's gonna pull me over and kill me situation? No, just fucking keep driving. Nobody's doing anything. You're in a vehicle. If they try something, floor it. Literally, that's like the only thing you could do is floor it. There's nothing else you could do besides pulling out a gun, right? Is flooring it. How do you feel threatened? How do you? I don't fucking get it. I let's see what else this bullshit Mangato has to say. I trusted you.
As I sped up, so did he. I switched into the left lane, and so did he. Now I knew something was wrong. It
He's
couldn't
trying
be
to
an
pass
unmarked
you, you
cop. It
fucking
was some old
dickhead.
ratty pickup truck. The truck started to flash its lights behind me. I didn't slow down.
He's literally signaling you that he wants to pass.
I was honestly afraid, because I had never experienced anything on the road like this. I kept driving, stepping on the gas just a bit to increase my speed 5 to 10 miles per hour, hoping to pass a cop or any other cars for that matter. But I couldn't see another set of taillights as far as the eye could see. Just the very seldom cars zooming past on the other side of the highway. The pickup truck behind me then switched lanes and floored it. I heard the aggressive roar of his truck's engine passing me. He cut in front of me, then he started to brake. I tried to swerve around him, but he kept blocking me. I was forced to stomp on the brakes too. I started to honk because it's all I could do. As we slowed, the man in front of me put on his hazards and started waving his arm out the window, signaling for me to pull to the side of the road. I obviously didn't listen.
Okay, that's actually kind of fucked up.
I took the chance to quickly pull around him as he started pulling.
Like, that's actually kind of fucked. That's actually scary. What if the guy actually needed help? See, like, that's the thing, though. Us human beings are so gullible. For themselves, really, just a lonely man. Hence the name, Teen Lonely.
His pickup truck, but I hit 100 and he was still not far behind me. I got off the highway at the first exit. I stopped at the red light at the end of the exit.
Hey bro, this is completely off topic, but who the fuck's driving down these roads? Like who the fuck is driving down, like, you know, like the actual video footage that we're watching right now? Who's driving through these roads? You have to have balls of platinum coated with titanium, coated with gold.
But they were. The pickup truck's headlights pulled up behind me. Then the truck pulled up to the red light next to me. I looked to my left at the truck, and the window rolled down. Inside were 3 people, I'd assume men, wearing vendetta masks. They all looked at me, trying to scare me, I'm sure. But it worked. I blew the red light onto the main road, and finally there were at least other cars around. The pickup truck finally stopped following me. At a certain point, I was scared I was going to be killed. It was more than just a road rage incident. I didn't get the plate number. In fact, I don't even remember seeing a plate on that truck. All I know is it was some 90s black pickup truck. After that, I parked in a Walmart parking lot and fell asleep. I woke up around 8 and finished the drive. I told my family about the incident, and I warn everybody to be careful when driving late at night.
Walmart parking lot?
It was a Tuesday night in March. I was driving back from a friend's house in the city, a trek that would take me about an hour in decent weather.
Wait, I think I remember this story. Or something similar to this. I don't know, that Tuesday night rings a bell. I'm trying to remember what it was. Fuck it, whatever.
But a deep fog had set in on the long, lonely highway. After midnight, this particular stretch of road was often abandoned, save for the odd semi, their plates showing unfamiliar lettering and colors from places I'd never been to. It was 1 a.m. It had been a long day, wandering around for hours with my friend, shopping, checking out new cafes. It had left me tired. My eyelids were heavy, and the impenetrable fog made the highway an unending, drifting mess of hypnotizing gray. I drove cautiously, at times slowing my speed to a steady crawl and flashing my hazard lights to let anyone behind me know I was there. Suddenly, a vehicle appeared, its wheels half on the highway and half on the shoulder. I slammed on my brakes and pulled over behind it, narrowly passing by the bumper. My heart was beating heavily after the near miss, so I put my car into park to catch my breath behind the black sedan.
Bro. Who the fuck, alright, is stopping their vehicle at 1? Answer that. It's a simple, simplistic question. Who the absolute fuck is stopping and parking their vehicle at 1 when it's foggy? You're supposed to ignore it. You're not supposed to fucking take it into consideration. Park your car and fucking help them out. Oh my god, bro, you're asking for a death wish. Imagine hopping out in this guy's. Bro, look at the setting, bro. Foggy. I should ring a bell. Don't do that. Let's get on to the video. Fuck it.
Dan. I watched as the car began slowly rolling forward off the road, so it was fully parked on the shoulder. The car sat for a moment, then the driver's side window rolled down. An arm appeared and did a waving motion to pull over. At this point, the adrenaline from the sudden stop was still pumping through my body, and it made sense to move further off the road. I followed the car as it took a slight turn onto a side road. It came to a stop and the driver's side door opened. The driver walked towards me through the fog, a tall, lean guy wearing a black winter jacket and jeans. He looked younger, 30-ish, and he was smiling as he approached my car, illuminated by my headlights. I rolled down my window a crack, thinking maybe he was coming up to apologize for his unsafe parking. He got to my window and then motioned for me to roll it down further. I shook my head no, feeling uneasy, and told him I would be able to hear him. He asked where I was heading, and I said home. He said the fog wasn't supposed to let up.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? When a stranger, there's like fucking 5 red flags already down. Why are you telling him to roll it down? If you didn't have bad intentions, right, then you would be fine with the amount that he pulled down, right? But no, you went on to say that you wanted the window being down more. Boom, another red flag. Why the fuck are you even asking that? 3, the biggest fucking red flag there is. Where are you going? Who the fuck even asks that? Bro, it's not your business. 2, it's 1, 3, it's foggy. What the fuck? You don't need to know. You don't need that information. Alright, you don't need it. Alright, you fucking weirdo. Fucking bitch.
Up anytime soon, and that it wasn't safe to drive in. I let him know I was okay with it. He raised his eyebrows and asked why I pulled over then. I didn't want to start anything with this man, so I lied and said I had gotten a phone call and needed to pull over to answer it. He smirked, and it felt like he could tell I was lying. He said he lived with his wife and son just down the road, about 5 minutes, if I wanted to wait it out. I shook my head again, but he wasn't taking no for an answer. He tried to scare me, saying how it's 10 times more likely for me to die in a car crash when it's foggy, and that I looked tired and I should really think of my family before getting back on the road. I held my ground. He was getting angry.
That's how they get in your head.
He began looking back at his car, and I saw someone move in the passenger seat I hadn't seen before. Suddenly the man was grabbing at my door handle, trying to open it. Thankfully it was locked. The passenger door to the car opened, and another man came running towards me with a baseball bat. I put my car in reverse, and the driver yelled something at him as I hit the gas. He took a swing at my car but missed. Luckily, I hadn't pulled too far off the highway, but it was hard to tell where this road ended and the highway began as I backed up in the heavy fog. I turned my wheels and put my car into drive, praying there was no traffic coming up behind me. I floored it as I haphazardly merged onto the highway, not looking back. I often wonder when I'm driving that stretch of road if they tried to stop anyone else that night, and what would have happened to me had I rolled my window down further.
Leave the best for last. Hung Chen. You know this guy's telling the truth. Bro, you know this guy's telling the truth, bro. My Japanese brother, bro. You've been through some shit, haven't you? Oh, man, bro, I know you seen some fucking ghost. I know you saw a ghost.
Things can happen on the road at night. Nighttime is when the creeps and weirdos come out, so you have to be extra careful.
Oh, yeah.
This was in 2020, right around when COVID started. I would often work overnight shifts at a hospital. My hours would be all over the place. I would always take the same route home, a parkway that I take 10 miles north to my town. It's never a busy parkway, even during the daytime, so at night, I'm almost always completely alone on the road, and COVID just made it even more of a ghost town. I never even see any state police at night either. Usually this is convenient for me as I get home quicker without any slow drivers around me. It was one night I was driving home in the middle of the night, or rather early hours of the morning. I see a red flashing SOS light
Bro, that's cap, bro. That's cap. Bro, there's OPPs everywhere along the highway. How are you gonna tell me that, oh, just because of COVID, there's no police on the fucking side of the highway? Like, shut the fuck up. That's such a lie, bro. So, let's continue.
stand perched up on the side of the road. As it's shown, it would light up the taillights of the car parked on the side of the road. Clearly someone was in need of assistance, and I was, I guess, in a good mood that night, so I pulled over in front of the car. As I passed the car, I saw a man waving his arms in the air. I put my hazards on and stepped out of my car to approach the man. Based on his skin tone and slight accent, he was a Hispanic man. Due to the COVID mask he was wearing, though, I couldn't gauge how old he was, but if I had to guess, I'd say late 20s, early 30s. I asked him what the problem was. He said his battery died after he stayed pulled over for too long. I asked him if he had jumper cables, because I did not. He said no. I didn't really know how else I could be of assistance other than offering him a ride, but then he asked if he could borrow my cell phone. He said his phone died too. I wasn't eager to hand this stranger on the side of the road my phone, but I did. I unlocked it for him and opened the phone app. He proceeded to call someone, then slowly walked away as...
Wait. My Japanese brother over here, Hong Chen, or whatever his name is. Yeah, Hong Chen. He lended a stranger his phone unlocked to use a call app. Hong Chen, are you smoking pot or are you fucking taking perks? Which one? Because at this point you're taking both. I'm not sure whether you're enrolled in special needs. So I'm not sure if you need some various amount of accommodations to your overall life. Your well-being is probably on the downside because your brain is not fully developed.
He started to talk.
So guys, I don't know if you heard my dad, but we're gonna have to whisper because they're all sleeping and I'm not supposed to be up right now. I'm finna get my hands beat tomorrow. I'm actually finna get the bow metal side. Hence the reason why you can't see me, because I fucking turn off my lights. Alright, just the fuck up and just fucking watch the rest of the video. Alright.
Into the phone. His car door was open though, so I kind of decided to just take it upon myself to sit in the front seat and try turning the car on myself. And sure enough, the keys were in the ignition still. I turned the key one click to the right, and to my surprise, the battery turned on. I tried turning the hazards on. They worked. I turned the radio on, and it worked. So I then turned the key once more to the right to start the car now, and it started on the first try. Concerned voice. My dad knocked on my door and told me to come downstairs and outside. I was scared, but I followed him. He said he and my mom heard someone in our backyard, but when we checked, we didn't see anyone there. My mom wanted to call the cops, but my dad said we'd hold off until we heard another noise, which we never did. I don't know if what they heard was a person, but if it was, I really hope it wasn't that man who had my phone. My address was saved everywhere on that phone. Regardless, it's been 2 years now, so it's obviously over. Still, I will never stop to help somebody on a highway at night ever again.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Guys, in the next video, we're gonna watch Crawl Space.